Hi boys and girls, Sister D and Lars here. Last week, some of you asked me how I made a circus or if you could do a circus at home. Other kids told me about circuses that they were doing with their family, so I wanted to give you a few ideas to have your own circus and carnival at your house. The first thing I think of with a circus is tickets. So if you don't have tickets at your house, you can always make them. I just cut these out of some red paper, but tickets can be any color. And if you wanted to name your circus like your name, say Lily's Circus or John's Circus, you could write those on your tickets or put on stickers or color them with markers or crayons. The other thing I like to think of with a circus is the ringmaster. That's what this costume would be, with a top hat. But you can make it however you want to make it. This is my ringleader staff, and you could have your own staff if you ask somebody in your house if you could have this pole. This came from, do you know where? Wrapping paper. If you have wrapping paper in your house, this is at the center of pretty much every roll of wrapping paper. So you could use this, you could decorate it with ribbons, with stickers, with crayons and pens, and have your own ringleader staff. You could also make posters inviting people to your circus that say, Annie's Circus, Tuesday, 7 o'clock, and invite everybody to the show. Some of you were asking about the ring of fire. If you have a hula hoop, you can create your own ring of fire. Or you can make your arms big and see what you can throw through. You can use a pole and see if you can move it up and down and throw things over the ring of fire pole. You can make up all kinds of things. But guess what? It was actually really hard to get Lars to jump through this hoop because his legs and arms kept hitting it. I'll show you a few other things that he did when I was trying to throw him through. You're going to want a costume. There are so many different ideas for costumes. If it's a carnival or a circus, really any costume works. Sparkle vests, any kind of silly hats, wings, tutus, beards, capes, crowns. You can wear anything at a circus. You could have a princess circus tent, or you can make your own tent out of things you already have in your house. You also might want to have some kind of prize booth. These are just a bunch of our stuffed animals that we have. Or you can have little prizes, little necklaces, bracelets, fans, any kind of little pens, little things that you collect, you can have as your prizes. And for your family, you can either tell them, these are just pretend prizes while we're playing, and I'm going to want them back later. Or you can have little prizes that you say, yeah, you can have those. You can keep those stickers. You can keep those little things that I gave to you. So you can have lots of different prizes. If you don't have a water gun and liked this game, you can just use a ball to knock over cups. You could do a contest to see who could do the longest bridge. You could have a tape tightrope walk. You can build a mini circus out of blocks. And if you have any little animals, you can have them marching in a little parade. We have another kid who built a block circus over here. Do you want to come explain it to us? What's happening in this block circus?
This is a haunted house.
Ooh, a haunted house.
It is about to get a car inside because a car is trying to go away because it's a haunted house.
Haunted house. I see some animals.
Animals going on the balance beam. Here is
animals on a balance beam. I like that.
Here is a tiger that was trying to walk on it, but he couldn't. And here's a tiger stuck on the roof.
A lion. And there are different little centers for them. This is a fun little block circus.
This is some water.
So you could also make a mini carnival or circus with Legos. Here we have a sweet shop. Is this like one of the shops at the carnival that you can come into?
Yep.
Lots of sweets in there. That looks delicious. Looks like we have some kind of roller coaster.
Watch how it works.
Okay. Whoa! And then what do we have around over here?
The prize table, an ice cream.
Okay, I like these. So we have the prize table. The prizes are hanging off here. And then another little treat station. That's cool. There's a little circus tent just made out of a toilet paper roll, right? An empty one. Is this a pizza truck right here?
Yeah.
Some little food trucks. We've got little bumper cars. Fire truck visiting. Some of you asked me how I did a pogo stick and how a pogo stick works. Now, a lot of pogo sticks depend on how much you weigh. This one has a super strong spring, so if somebody's not about 80 pounds, they're not going to be able to do this one because it's kind of a pogo stick for bigger kids or adults. So how it works is you put one foot on and you just kind of balance and start hopping. I can hop all day on this! So if you like pogo sticks and you ask your mom and dad, you might want to check first how much the people need to weigh to be able to do that pogo stick. Because there are pogo sticks for kids who weigh less than 80 pounds too. And that would be an easy pogo stick to start on. A few final thoughts on your circus carnival at home. Some kind of a snack like popcorn, which Lars would love, pretzels, and two things to keep in mind. One, make sure you have parent supervision and permission to use any of the supplies in the house, because sometimes they can get a little bit upset if we're using something we're not supposed to. And two, make sure if you're doing carnival games or carnival shows that you're including everyone in your family, because remember, this is come follow me and everyone is invited. So if the games are super tricky and you have a little person trying to play them, make sure you give them some tickets just for even trying so they can win prizes also. Good luck with your circus! You can show me pictures or videos if you want me to post them next week.